Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup with a ranged character with our now level 9 Gargoyle. And I thought I'd be in my interest to mention to you that you'll see that we have a 22 armor class. And I haven't said this yet, but one of the things that's great about the Gargoyle as you develop is, of course, your wings will eventually fully solidify so we can take flight. But also, if I push Shift A, you'll see that the +2 armor class that we started with has grown to being +6. So over time, as you level up, your innate armor class from your stone body just goes up as well. So we're getting extra armor class from that, which is just wonderful. Now, of course, we're still looking for Okawaru and haven't quite found it yet, but we're going to press on. We've seen the Shining One. This is a situation where we might have to take the Shining One or something else, you know, if we really, really need it, but I'm going to try to hold out. Now, this is an Orc Warrior, and an Orc Warrior is actually rather challenging. Let's see what he's got on. He does have plate armor, so he's wearing plate armor. And Orc Warriors are a great source of potentially having and dropping plate armor for you if you're looking for that. But that means that he is going to be quite more difficult to do damage to, and he's got a reach weapon, and he's strong. So this is a little bit scary, but we should be able to, provided we hit, eventually wear this guy down. Yeah. And as long as there's nobody there, there's nobody buffing him, and he has no enchantment on his weapon or his armor, we're okay. Oh, here's a priest. We got to take this out immediately. And priest is being hard to hit. But we got it eventually. Okay, so now we're going to run away. Somebody is throwing a stone at me. Yeah, the white. Okay, so this, whenever you fight whites, remember, of course, that they don't have good armor, but their weapon might be deadly. In both cases, they have +0 weapons, so that doesn't feel too scary, but they are hitting me reasonably well, so I'm going to just stare dance this one white and try to take it down by itself so I can get my health back. Now, if I go down the stairs, I will get to fight that white again, but he's going to get a hit on us. But I did see that they've been reworking the staircase mechanic, and I want to see how that goes. So I'm going to go down. And he did get one hit on me, but only one. So it's not the end of the world. A Morningstar is a great weapon, by the way. Hits very hard, but without a plus or a brand, it's going to be okay. I'm going to go get this wand immediately. Oh, let's kill the Howler Monkey. We got them both, I believe. He did howl, so there's people alerted to this area. There we go. We got a Wand of Mind Burst. Okay, I needed something else like that. I just need some more wands, some more tricks in our kit, because we really don't have that much right now. We're not going to be super strong with the Wand of Mind Burst, of course, because we haven't trained evocations yet, but we're getting there. Now I'm going to push A, and I'm going to go D, and we slow our attacks by 0.5 with the plate armor. So that's a consideration, but it's getting better and better each time. I think it was either 0.9 or 0.8 when we started out. So I'm going to stop training armor at some point here and focus in on some other things, perhaps like fighting. But I just want to make sure that we're not so slowed by this plate. I think a lot of times with a character like this, you wouldn't really want to wear plate this early if you didn't meet the right criteria, but as we said, because we got ourselves this longbow and are feeling reasonable, we can do it. We still need more gold for that enchant weapon. Here's a wyvern. Let's blast it. You see our armor class just went up to 23 because our armor skill continues to raise. I'm just stare dancing these guys, by the way. These are not hard, but okay, this is hard. That was terrible. And things like that can happen. All right, so we got corroded by the dragon, acid dragon, which means that our bow is now -3, our armor class is way down, and that's very, very sad for us. So we're going to just kind of run away, and we're going to take some boomerang shots. You saw the enemies jostling for position. At one point, the orc warrior was actually blocked by a regular orc, and that was ideal. I was excited, but then they traded places and let the big boy get in melee of me, and I don't like that. So now that we're up here and safe, we can rest. And we did kill that steam dragon, so we know we're more safe anyway, and let the corrosion just wear off of us. So now we're no longer corroded, and we get the full benefit of our bow and our armor class, and can handle those... oh, I want to get that Curar Dart. We can handle those enemies a little bit easier, but we're not going to use that staircase. Let's see. I'm going to go and try to find those guys and kill them, because I have a good feeling I'm going to need to... They're over here. Stair dance that acid dragon, because we're going to need to kind of get one of those situations where we get some lucky hits in. We do not resist corrosion, so it also could be an enemy that we need to just avoid. Alright, so let's use a different staircase down and see if we can make some progress, maybe even find Okawaru. We did get some money, and we found a lair. Oh, there's a bunch of enemies guarding that. Okay. So, not all of them saw me. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go back and just fight as many that will come with me. I don't want to fire into that crowd and alert all of them. This way we can kind of more selectively pull some of the enemies that are guarding the lair to us. There's a door here, and that's kind of interesting, but I'm going to leave it closed for now. And I'm going to actually go down this way by the staircase. Just make sure that our escape is covered. There's some dancing weapons in this vault, and there's a Skywa. You know, honestly, a Skywa is a consideration. If I cannot find Okawaru, a Skywa is certainly a fun choice. But I need to make sure that a Skywa will trigger if you're fighting at range. A Skywa is kind of like the god of rhythm and battle, and if the god demands that you are melee fighting, then it's not going to work out for us. So you can just kind of kneel at the altar, and before you make a decision, you can read this, okay? So in the dungeon, each strike they deliver and for damage they deal their foes, the longer the dance continues, okay. So what's great about the Skywa is the passive abilities at the end where you make enemies just dance. It's so, so good. But I would need to be sure that this works with range damage. Okay, anyway, we'll consider it. I'll check on the wiki to be sure that it works. There's an artifact robe. I've only used a Skywa in the past with melee characters, and it works. It's a fantastic god that works to great effect, but you still got to be sure before you make a commitment like that. Oh, we have enough money for the scroll, so I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go to my shopping list. I'm going to select this like that. We're going to go in, and I am going to buy a scroll enchant weapon. Yes. And we're going to read enchant weapon on our longbow, and just love the fact that it's even more powerful. We're going to also identify these two potions, and they're potions of might, okay. And I'm just going to shift go to the dungeon to level... Were we on 8? Yeah. Okay. So, bam, bullfrog. And this is what's going to start to happen. As you start getting better with bows, and this longbow gets more powerful, you're just going to start one-shotting stuff. It's another reason why a Skywa isn't like 100%, because sometimes if we're going to do enough damage to kill them very quickly, the dance won't last as long. We won't get all the benefits. So there's that to consider. Okay, here is the Acid Dragon. I'm going to try my Mind Burst just to see very quickly how much it would do. He resisted. I'm going to step back. And let's just fire at him and see if we can hit the guy. Okay, we actually hit him for a ton. We got him. Okay, good. He didn't breathe any acid on us. He didn't corrode us. So that actually went pretty well. We got another potion of heal wounds, which is so good. Oh, there's a bookshop. Oh my god. Look at this. Fantastic. So it's the Self-Improvement Boutique, which sells manuals. It's a manual shop. This is an extremely rare shop to see. I haven't seen this in very many times at all. This might even be new. That's how infrequently I've seen it. Sometimes I'll see manuals on sale at a bookshop, but not just exclusively a shop full of manuals. So we're going to go ahead and put on our shopping list fighting and dodging for sure. Fighting is the first one we buy. It's very, very expensive. We don't have any money, but if we can get it, it would be terrific. There's Ashenzari. So at this point, we've only not seen Gozag and Oka, so we're going to get there. We're going to see it eventually. There's another Amulet of Guardian Spirit. Here comes a Black Bear, which now we're just able to kill before he even goes berserk. Steam Dragon, unfortunate. We got him. Get out of the Cloud of Steam. Ice Beast, the Flaming should get him. It does. I'm going to check my bow, and we are slowing it still by 0.5, and you'll see that our current attack delay is 1.6, so we're just about to the point where I think if I get armor class to 24 and slow down to 0.4, I'm going to stop training armor. I mean, we're at like level 10. We do have a +1, so we're good at it, but I think we can take a break from it there and focus on some other things that will benefit us more. The returns are getting to be diminishing for the cost at this point. What is on the ground here? +3 quarterstaff. Boy, that's nice. Alright, shoot this guy. And he's smiting us, which is just the jerky things that those guys do. And we're just going to keep flying around. There's a Basilisk, and a Basilisk is like, you know, kind of free experience for us because it can't turn us to stone. And we hit level 10, and we're up to 53 hit points. And you can see that we got a pip of armor class, but it's because our body got even stronger as we leveled up. So the Gargoyle just continues to become more of a rock creature, and we get the benefits there. Oh, here's an elephant. Okay, so an elephant would be something I would want to see from further away. I'm going to try to fight this, but it's very, very okay, we got it. It's very possible that it would get a big hit on us and change things, but it didn't. Alright. Okay, and let's find a staircase down. I'm going to go to Dungeon 9. I don't want to go much deeper than this necessarily. Oh boy. Okay, this is a bad screen. Alright, there's a Demonologist and there's Psyche, so we've got to get away from Psyche right away. And I'm going to take a couple of pot shots at the Demonologist. And unfortunately, these kobolds got in the way. What happens in a case like this, I'm going to dance to Wyvern up the steps, is that portal projectile or piercing penetration would be fantastic. There are some artifact ranged weapons that have penetration, so you like shoot through everything. There's a crossbow that comes to mind that does that, and it's just so fantastic. But that was a very scary. This is awful. Okay, so what do you have, Psyche? She's got a Dagger of Chaos, which we don't want to see at all. So this is a terrifying moment for this character, is the Dagger of Chaos and Psyche's abilities, which are polymorph. Okay, so what are we going to do against Psyche? I'm going to use everything I've got, and if I have to run, I will. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Blinking Scroll. so that I can get some range on her. Where's a way out? This is fine. I'll go way over here. This is about as far away as I can get from her. And then I'm going to drink an invisibility potion. And she can't quite see me. And I'm going to shoot her. And just pray that we hit her. But she changes into a bat. Now, the only thing that's okay about being a bat is that I move very, very quickly. Okay, so we can just run away. So she was able to polymorph us even though we were invisible, unfortunately for us. And, oh, let's not go that way. That's a dead end. This might be a situation, we're going to change back, where we might just have to skip Psyche and just say thank you, but no thank you. And I'm actually okay with that. I'm going to go up the steps unless she's over here. She's not. Okay, so we need to mark that she's here. No, I need the annotation to be on the level below. So I'm going to step down like this. And then I'm going to push Shift X to zoom out like we would look for staircases and examine the map. And I'm going to push Shift 1 for exclamation point. And it says annotation include an exclamation point for warning. And I'm going to say Psyche like that. And then that way we know that I've put a level annotation for Psyche. So if I go up the stairs and I try to go down, the game is already annotated that she's there because she's a named character. But when I put the exclamation point, it's actually going to pause the game and demand that I confirm that I go there. And that way I can't not read it. It just really, really makes sure that you're reading it. So we can say yes. I'm just going to walk up, make sure she's not over there. And I'm going to look for the staircase down. We'll take this one over here. Okay, and we'll bring up the Demonologist. And hopefully one-on-one we can fight the Demonologist okay. Yeah. He's hard when he blocks you with all of his guys, but one-on-one, we're okay. Alright, now we need to basically... figure out a way to make some progress on 9, but not run into Psyche up here. I gotta bounce up. This is a great staircase for us because it limits the amount of enemies that we have to fight. So I'm actually going to step up here and then fight them one-on-one. And these aren't really that hard. The Brigand isn't too bad. We'll just keep firing and we got it. Okay. And we'll just go back up again. Yes. And we'll kill the wizard. Always kill the wizard first. And then the rest of these guys, whatever. There's a priest down here. I'm just going to... Yep, get it. There's a ring. Wonder what that is. Okay. And now we actually pulled Psyche away from this level. It's a ring of positive energy. That's fine. But we already have resist negative energy from our Gargoyle ability. So it's not that great. There's another one. That's too bad. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to my inventory and positive energy. We're actually going to drop some stuff. So we're going to drop the ring of positive energy. Oh, we found an amulet of the acrobat. That's okay. It's not as good as our guardian spirit. We're going to drop that. I'm going to drop the chainmail, the scale mail, the ring mail, the leather armor, the sling, the short bow. And that seems absolutely fine. I'm going to go into items by pushing the front slash, and we're going to just say don't pick up rings of positive energy anymore, or amulets of the acrobat. And then that's fine. And then we're going to see what scrolls we have. Okay. Let's keep looking. Oh, Deep Elf Pyromancer. That's very not ideal. So I don't mind fighting this guy, but I want to do it in a way where I'm close to the staircase if I need to abandon ship. Where did he go? Here he is. Okay, so he's summoning guys, which is annoying. We're going to fight... Yep, and we killed him. So luckily he didn't really cast anything. He just blinked around Oh god, bees. Okay. Now again, bees aren't horrible for us because we are immune to poison, but they still can hit you. So I'm going to step into this little alcove and fight them one-on-one. This is suicide if you're not equipped for this. Like, there's no escape. But with our plate armor, I feel like eventually, and our immunity to poison, we'll win that. So I was able to take that position up. All right, we're just going to fire through. And we got him. And we still can't get rid of that 0.5 delay. That might be... I don't think it's going to be permanent, but it might be. It might be contingent on our strength. I don't know. We'll see. Two-headed ogre. All right, that's kind of scary. Can I get this guy with Mind Burst? No, not very likely. All right. I'm going to pull him up here. And let's see, where's the way out? Over here? Okay. I'm going to take a shot. Yeah, all right. I'm just going to run him away. And I'm going to use these staircases to our advantage. So I'm going to stand over here. I'm going to fire. And I'm going to go up. And as long as Psyche isn't here, I'm going to go down a different staircase down here. And let's see if we can get more range on that ogre. I know he's over here. Or he was. I'm going to be very careful. I'm not going to walk into any kind of hallways where this guy will get to drop on me. I'm just going to keep it open. Man, where did that guy go? I know he's around here. Interesting. There he is. Okay. So we'll go ahead and move around. Diagonal moving is your friend for trying to get as far away as possible. Now, here's something you can also do. You can push X and you can go over to this guy and you can push V on him. And it will tell you that it can hit for up to 38 with one hand and up to 44 with another hand. So you'll notice, doing some quick math, that that's more health than I have. And he has a 66% chance to hit us. So this is diabolical. Now, I am pretty confident that this number is not reflecting our damage mitigation at all. This is just like how much damage he would do. So it doesn't take into account the damage that we would subtract from armor class and from guaranteed damage reduction. But even so, this guy may, especially with a crit or something, one-shot us. So because of that, we just can't take any chances. So we're just going to walk back. And we're going to walk up with him far away from the staircase and go back down to this staircase. And then... oh, there he is again. Okay, well. Man, he got his health all the way back. It's kind of brutal. I'm just going to keep using the same staircases. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Man, he cheated me. He knew. That was pretty savvy AI. So I left this guy right here, and I came back down, and he's right here. That, at least we didn't get killed. I mean, I guess is the only positive thing that we can say about that. But this is terrifying. I'm going to have to use a blink scroll right here, and I really don't want to. And we found ourselves a troll and an acid dragon as well. Okay, this is awful. All right, we got to read a teleport scroll, and we got to just hope against hope that we don't get killed first. And we didn't. Okay, that was lucky. All right, so let's just go down here, and we need to find a staircase. But they're all kind of being guarded by those jerks. So we're just going to heal up as we move. And this just got much more difficult for us. The challenge. We have no more blink scrolls. We do have heal wounds, but if the troll goes berserk, we don't out-heal. Yeah, we don't outpace it. Let's see how Mind Burst would work. 64%. Alright, good. Okay, we got the Troll with some Mind Burst. Mind Burst does a lot of damage. You can, actually... Here, I can inspect it. It does 3 dice 8. So, it's nice. Okay, so I'm back from a short break. I've been thinking a lot about this character, and we have a longbow, which is tremendous, and we're, you know, pretty stout with a good armor class, but we are, I'm not going to say struggling, but it's starting to creep up on us that we need to either turn a corner with this character and start powering up, or just fade away into obscurity. And you're going to get characters that feel like that. They might surge at the beginning, be very strong, and then start to taper off mid-game, and you need to be able to flip the switch with it by getting items or abilities to raise you over the edge. Or you start slow and then crescendo up. There's all different kinds of trajectories for characters, and this character, you know, is good. But I need to make it better. And I have undoubtedly, you know, been stubborn in some of my choices, of course, and that's just every crawl player has different issues to work out, and sometimes I just set arbitrary limits for myself that I don't really need to hit. So, for example, I'm going to turn off armor immediately and turn on fighting. At this point, what I need to do to improve my ranged damage and attack speed is just raise ranged weapons. And what's going to help my survivability more than armor at this point would be just hit points. So I'm going to make this switch. I could focus all in on ranged weapons if I wanted as well, but I think this is okay. Now, another consideration is because I do have a Guardian Spirit Amulet, I could flip on spellcasting, and then all of the magic points that I get would effectively be hit points. But the reason I'm not going to do that is it's not that dire of straits, and I still plan on finding Okawaru, which is another one of my stubborn points that I, you know, probably should swerve off of. And regardless, whatever god I take, most of them need invocations to use their abilities, and invocations will also give me magic points, which I can use. But then the bottom line is, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be using a Guardian Spirit Amulet. I could find some artifact amulet that's just better, and then, you know, making a decision to allocate experience into a skill to give me hit points, or magic points rather, might not be the wisest choice. So I'm going to go with this right away. Now, we did manage to kill the troll, which is tremendous, but we need to get out of this level. There's a two-headed ogre and an acid dragon. We can see their silhouettes over here, so I'm not exactly sure where they're hiding away, but I'm going to try and make my way up to this escape hatch, I think, and leave. Hopefully they didn't wander over there. I'm not at full health, but I don't want to rest here because I don't want to get caught by an enemy right here and be too far away from the staircase. I only have 2 teleport scrolls to escape with at this point. I do have a lot of healing potions, which are great, but I need to get out of here. And so we're just going to kind of go this way and hope that we can stay on the periphery and avoid these big enemies. It's a very real possibility that I'm going to go up. And Psyche, well, gosh, Psyche could be up here too. I'm just going to, I'm pushing S and just passing turns then on this stairwell, getting some hit points. That's the other thing too, is like we've got Psyche on the level above. We could just pop right next to her, and she would be a handful for us as well. So, you know, we're in a kind of like awkward position where I think we're good, but we need to be very, very careful at this point. Now, other places I could go to get experience would be the lair, and that's it. I haven't yet found the Orcish Mine. So I think my purpose now might be to just go down to the next level, explore the sides of this Dungeon 9, and then look for Okawaru Shrine and look for a staircase down and maybe the Orcish Mines. Another place to just try to get this character some experience. Maybe we can snipe stuff in the Orcish Mines, you know? Or even the lair for that matter, you know, considering Hydras don't proliferate their heads with ranged attacks, so we have that going for us. Oh, Herald is here. Okay. So, Herald is a problem for us for a variety of reasons, but mainly because he's going to throw a net on us. He's got 2 throwing nets, and he's got scale mail of cold resistance, so he actually doesn't resist our fire, which is good. And he's got just a regular war axe. Let me see, does he have anything else that he wants to do? Oh yeah, he has harpoon shot, which is a disaster for us. So how do we want to deal with this? First of all, let's just go ahead and check Mind Burst. It's not high chance to hit him. Let's check Charming. It is even less of a chance to hit him. Okay, so this is going to be a situation where we want to start trying to back away from him. He's probably going to harpoon shot us, and he's probably going to try to throw at us. But I would love to get around the corner and to the outside. If I have to fight Herald, we can do that. But I don't want an Ogre or an Acid Dragon to pile on. Okay, so he has put us in the net. So what we're going to do is we can't fire when we're in the net, so we just have to move. Okay, and he did hold us. Okay, great. So it's not great, but he hit us, and now he's out of nets. So we're just going to fight him right here, and we're just going to shoot him and see if we can take him down before he kills us. It's pretty even. Okay, he's marked us, which is really bad. So we're going to go ahead and quaff a potion of heal wounds, and then we're going to shoot him. Okay, we killed him, which is great, but now we need to run because we're marked. We don't have a cancellation potion identified, so that means that, yeah, here comes the 2-headed ogre. Oh, there's more than one. Oh, okay, we got to teleport. And we might be dead. I'm going to quaff heal wounds, and I'm going to move over, and we teleported. Wow. Oh, that was fortunate. Okay, so we teleported before we took too much damage, but now we're only down to 1 potion of heal wounds. We do have a one-way staircase down if we want it, but we probably don't. So this is very, very scary. I mean, this is kind of like the Minotaur when we got sent into the Abyss, right? Where just like, sometimes in this game, you're just not sure if you're going to make it or not. Okay, we're not marked anymore, but this ogre is coming. I'm just going to try to... Oh, I was going to fight it, but now there's 2 of them. Okay, we're going to make a dash for the up staircase. I don't want to go down right now. And if we find Psyche, we find Psyche, but I just have to run away. There she is. Okay. Can we take her? Bad. Bad. About the same as Herald. So, I mean, Psyche is one of those things where we could just stand in and try to fight her, and if she polymorphs us, then we just run away. We'll get 1 free shot on her right here because she doesn't see us. But we're not at full health. I don't have any reason to fight her. I mean, it would be nice to clear the level of her, but I'm going to just walk away. Oh, she can't. Wow. She's moving very quickly. I'm not sure how she did that, in just being perfectly honest with you. I was walking at regular speed, and she came around the corner and then polymorphed me in one motion. So I don't know how she had the speed to be able to do that. She's fast. I guess that's what it is. She's just somehow fast. So she moves faster than I thought. I thought she was just a regular human moving around, but she's fast. All right, well, we're a pig, so we're fast too. So we're going to run with our trotters and run up the steps. Wow. Okay, we're kind of getting cheesed by Psyche right here. Okay, so we tried to walk up the steps, and she blinked us back to her with her Arc of Chaos faster than we could go. Man, what a shame. All right, so we're going to have to just try to run. And she's casting the Arc of Chaos, which is like doing random things to us. Now, luckily, she turned us invisible right there. So that's, you know, what happens, I guess, when you mess around with chaos. So we're going to go up, and we're going to rest. Okay, good lord. All right, so what do we need to do here? Where's the lair? All right, it's on the floor below, unfortunately. Let's find a different staircase. And we do have to go here anyway. And I think we need to just bypass this level. Oh, no, here's the lair right here. So we could see what the lair has to offer us. Like, what's going to be here? Yeah, cane toad. Let's see if we can kill a cane toad. Okay, we can. And we raised our fighting. Every time you see our fighting go up, we are getting hit points. So that's good. So we might want to just see how we can do in the lair a bit and bail. Psyche could be waiting for us, but there's just not much we can do about that. You know, she's kind of random with her chaos anyway. So it's up to us to try and get strong enough here to maybe take her out and then work on Dungeon 9 and clear some of that so that we can try to find the Orcish Mines and try to find an Okawaru Shrine. You know, we're very, very tenuous with this character, but if you look at it, we still haven't found a helmet, gloves, or boots, so that could help us out a lot. We don't really have the best equipment in the world. It's okay, so we can definitely upgrade this character. We just need to get some more equipment. We also could use some more scrolls, escape scrolls, teleport, blink, more potions, more evocables. Like, we need to really, really develop this character to give it a fighting chance. And this is what makes, you know, Dungeon Crawl a great game. Every run is different. You don't find everything you want. And if you try to force it, you will end up usually splatting. So I'm trying to force a few things here with this character, and it may be to my demise. That being said, I don't think at this point, if I would have picked a different god, I would have had enough chance to get Piety to be making much of an impact anyway, unless I went with a god very, very early on. But that was not the choice that I made, and we're going to just kind of... We made our bed, so we're going to lie in it and see if we can get this character to survive. But we do have a lot of DPS, and we can take things down. Like, we just killed that cane toad, who was a red threat in 3 shots, so that's good. So we're going to try to just lean on that and see if we can make some progress here. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're still finding this to be helpful, fun, and informative. Take care.